Alright, imagine this. It's a typical day at a factory in Rockingham, Western Australia. Our main guy, the injured worker, is on the job, operating a machine that bends steel rods. Now, this isn't just any machine. It's a massive piece of equipment called the Robo 45. The injured worker is lifting these heavy steel bars manually because that's the method he's been using. But then, snap! He feels a sharp pain in his back. Instead of getting a break, he's told to keep working. Eventually, he's moved to lighter duties, but by then the damage is done. Now, the injured worker wasn't just any worker. Before this injury, he was fit and active, enjoying outdoor activities and spending time with his family. But after that day, everything changed. He was diagnosed with severe back injuries, terms like lytic spondylolisthesis, disc narrowing, nerve root impingement, and a right-sided foot drop. These injuries weren't just a bit of back pain. They were life-altering, leading to chronic pain and limited mobility. So, what does the injured worker do? He takes legal action against the employer. But this isn't your typical compensation claim. He's seeking a significant amount, $1,389,300.12. Because his injuries are far beyond what standard workers' compensation might cover, the case heads to court. The injured worker argues that the method he used to lift the bars was known to the employer, and that the employer failed to provide a safe working environment. Meanwhile, the employer contends that they weren't aware of the exact method being used. But the court finds that not only was this method known, it was effectively accepted in the workplace, and the employer didn't take the necessary steps to prevent this kind of injury. The court hears from the machinery expert, who's there to shed light on how the machine should have been operated. Although the expert supports the standard method, his testimony ends up highlighting that the way the injured worker was operating the machine wasn't by the book, adding to the employer's troubles. With all the evidence laid out, medical reports, workplace records, and testimonies, the court concludes that the employer had indeed breached their duty of care. The judge points out that there was a foreseeable risk of injury, and the employer failed to mitigate that risk. As a result, the injured worker is awarded over $1,390,000 in compensation. This amount covers everything from general damages for pain and suffering to future medical expenses and loss of earnings. But it's not just about the money. The injury took a significant toll on the injured worker's life. His spouse, the injured worker's spouse, had to take on a caregiving role, managing his recovery and dealing with the emotional strain that came with it. The impact on their life was profound. So, what's the takeaway here? This isn't just a story about one man's fight for compensation. It's a real case that highlights the importance of workplace safety. Employers need to assess risks and protect their workers, not just go through the motions. And the injured worker, he got his compensation, but it came at a high cost: his health, his happiness, and his ability to live the life he once enjoyed. It's a sobering reminder that some lessons, like workplace safety, should never be learned the hard way. This case stands as a warning to employers everywhere. Take care of your workers, or be prepared to face the consequences. Because sometimes, those consequences are more than just financial. They're life-changing.